Hello, good evening and welcome to Business Live. Coming up this evening, Bank of Ghana warns that increasing non-performing loans and high interest rates in savings and loans companies could affect growth of the financial sector. Also, former Finance Minister agrees some international credit rating agencies have been biased against African countries, including Ghana. Thanks for choosing us. Former Finance Minister said Tekpe agrees to some extent that credit rating agencies have some biases against African countries, including Ghana. This is after President Akufo-Addo described some of their actions as reckless. However, Mr. Tekpe wants African governments, particularly the Ghanaian government, to be responsible with respect to the fiscal economy, adding the government has not managed the economy well. Speaking on the Super Morning Show, he advised respective African governments to live up to expectation to avoid such downgrades.
Let me begin by saying that there are social, political, and other biases against Africa from centuries, especially since slavery and other colonization. And so I'm not about to deny. We cannot continue to generalize. We are dealing with the financial market. And I think that is important. We should bear that in mind and therefore be careful when we are dealing with the, financial markets. We were getting close to 70% and found a solution in the second fund in order that we could, take off the Excellency President Kufuor's bond. We took up to 2/3 or so out of our own, revenues. We did a 2015 bond at 10.2. Because of these measures, the rates came down to about 9%, for the 2016 bond. So I'm saying that, yes, in as much as I'm acknowledging that, I'm saying that we must look internally to what we also do. And I don't know whether we went off, but I was giving examples. And I'm saying that in the case of those, I was giving 3 examples. One, I said that the domestic bonds which are in a debt exchange today were being housed in Bank of Ghana like treasury bills. It was in 2015 that we put them for the secondary trading, that is those who want to buy and sell. They were not available for buying and selling. We put them in the Ghana Stock Exchange. And it became available for, buying and selling. Indeed, today, if you add what we call the government fixed income market to the other fixed income market, that is where rates are the same, it is the largest on the Ghana Stock Exchange. What is an African market? That is a typical domestic African market that we were developing.
Okay.
Why haven't we been able to meet those commitments? Why do we have to be doing a debt exchange? Is that how to develop an African market?
Now, the head of banking supervision at the Bank of Ghana, Osei Jesse, is warning savings and loans companies to take a critical look at rise and cost of interest rates and non-performing loans in their books. He stated that the level of non-performing loans is becoming a huge challenge for savings and loan companies. Speaking at the launch of the 20th anniversary of Bayport Savings and Loans in Accra, Mr. Jesse assured that the central bank is addressing the issue.
The Bank of Ghana commends Bayport for the growth trajectory as its total assets increased significantly and recorded a profit increase of 27.42 million cedis as at the end of December 2022. This is described as a remarkable growth in the 20-year journey of Bayport. The head of banking supervision at the central bank, Osei Jesse, Bayport has contributed significantly to the financial inclusion drive of the country and must be commended. He, however, warns that concern of increasing non-performing loans and cost of credit could affect its asset quality.
I've observed some marginal
increases in the NPL stock of Bayport. And Bayport could manage this to improve the asset quality of the institution. This will also enhance the profitability of the institution. So this is one area that Bayport would have to look at. Then also, Mr. Chairman, Bayport would have to diversify its funding sources to reduce the leverage and also, one, cut down interest costs. Otherwise, financial risk could crystallize. So these are the areas that we thought Bayport should be looking at to improve, yes, to make more profits for the shareholders, to improve customer confidence, increase profitability, so that they can learn more to grow the economy. So look at these areas for us, Mr. Chairman.
Managing Director of Bayport, Akwesi BoG, in the reaction hinted that the company will take strict steps to ensure its sustainability and comply with the directive from the Bank of Ghana.
Well, the one thing about financial institutions is we are very regulated, and it's important that you take as much of the regulations into your business operations as possible. At Bayport, we uphold the highest levels of integrity, risk management into our operations and governance. So we take the regulators' advice very seriously in our operations, and that reflects not only in our performance but in our relationship with our various regulators.
The anniversary is under the theme celebrating 20 years of needs met, opportunities created, plans accomplished, hopes realized and dreams fulfilled.
Moving on, stakeholders in the artificial intelligence sector are cautioning organizations and businesses to strictly adhere to the security guidelines associated with emerging tools in the industry to safeguard their operations. At a Data and Intelligence Forum, Group Vice President of Data Excellence Eniola Benjamin Ade urged businesses to adapt and strictly follow guidelines associated with artificial intelligence to harness its full benefits.
The Data and Artificial Intelligence Forum brought together industry leaders and experts to explore latest innovations, trends, and advancements in the field. Experts also underscored the need for more businesses to adopt the use of artificial intelligence. In an interview, Group Vice President of Data Excellence, Eniola Benjamin Ade, urged businesses to comply with rules guiding the use of artificial intelligence.
The fact is there are a number of tools out there, and most of these models are developed in the open so that there is a certain level of transparency. You see exactly what is going into it, what composes it, and there are basically rules and guidelines that govern how those models are supposed to be used and deployed. One of the reasons why we are betting on the Microsoft cloud specifically for this is because they have always been known for their data protection laws. So even when you put your models and your data in the Azure cloud, you are guaranteed that as long as you observe the needed security guidelines, your data should be safe.
Senior Solutions Architect of Cloudware, Kennedy Lekete, added that businesses must protect their assets and data.
The cloud has actually, put in place quite a number of solutions to ensure that, businesses get the best experience in terms of giving their users and their end users a more seamless environment that is AI-driven, and ensure that, with the help of AI, organizations are able to, work smart and ensure a more seamless and efficient environment. So you can actually integrate AI into these processes, right, while also protecting the data across every layer. So Microsoft Cloud has put in place a quite number of solutions today, across identity, applications, your network, your entire cloud infrastructure or your on-premise infrastructure to help protect critical assets and data to ensure that even when AI is integrated, it is even secured.
Reports have shown that 50% of organizations have adopted artificial intelligence in at least one area of business. And that's how we wrap up Business Live tonight here on the Joy News channel. For more business news,
You can log on to myjoyonline.com/business. I'm Beverly Broom. Enjoy the rest of our programs.